Some images in this video can be too graphic or too uncomfortable for some viewers. Please proceed with caution. And welcome back to our channel. It's your Brazilian girl Delilah. Y'all, we are harvesting a pig today. My husband and myself, we handled this whole process ourselves, from taking care of the animal for a few months, feeding them so we can know exactly what it is that they consume, keeping an eye on their health so that we know they are healthy. My favorite part of doing this is knowing exactly, what the animals eat and how they are taken care of, so that we know we are getting the best stuff. You don't know what we could buy from the store, so might as well do it ourselves, right?
Baby.
By this point, the animal was already unalived, and we began by putting it on very strong hooks. This is something butchers use, I assume, because it's very strong. In the past, when we harvested our first pig, we had a situation where the setup was not strong enough, and so, the pig fell to the floor. That's not something you want. We changed it up, we fixed it, and now it's on very strong rope with something that cannot be burnt, because we are going to burn this. We take off the tail because I keep them, and before actually burning the hair, you're going to wash it all off. It's very important to wash it to make sure we get all that mud, all that dirt, anything that might be on the hair off, any of the blood. We have to wash it really good to make sure that it's clean during the burning process. Not everybody cares to burn the hair off and deal with all of this, especially because these are very hairy pigs. This is a breed of extra hairy. For some reason, I think they come from a cold spot, a cold area of the earth. And I prefer to burn the hair off because I use the skin. I really enjoy, keeping the skin and doing the fried pork skin. So that's why we go through this process. And to me, it's not a really hard process compared to actually, taking out the organs and doing all the rest of the process. This is the easy part for me. We burn the hair off really good. It comes off really easy. And you come in with a knife so that you can scrape off that layer of skin and all the hair on there. During this process, you got to be careful with, one, the animal's body overheating, because you don't want everything to get hot in there, especially because this was still a very hot month in Texas. So you burn it off, burn it really good. This can be something that people don't care to do as well because of the smell. Me, on the other hand, I don't mind the smell. It really doesn't bother me. I grew up in a farm, and this is something I witnessed before and been part of before. Now it's just a matter of learning this process for myself so that I could do it the way we are doing it now. While you are scraping the hair off the skin, it can be, really easy for the knife to go the wrong way and start cutting the skin. So then you have all these little cuts everywhere that you have to be careful. And certain parts will be extra hot, so you have to watch where you touch so that you don't hurt yourself. And I understand, I really do have a high respect for vegans, because they are able to keep themselves from eating animals out of love for animals or whatever it is that they choose to do it. But I grew up in a lifestyle and a culture where this right here doesn't mean lack of love. This doesn't mean lack of appreciation. This was just part of life. This is what we do. This is what we do as humans. We are at the top of the food chain. And even though fruits and vegetables is very healthy for us and we should consume a lot of it, animals as well. There is benefits to eating animals. There is benefits to animal fat. There is benefit to animal, meat in our body. Not for everybody, because everybody can be different. Maybe meat doesn't agree with you. But that's not the case for everyone. And I just happen to be one of the carnivores that just grew up eating like this. Wash it all off. Try to get all that stuff out. Whatever might still be lingering around. And let's get it moving, y'all.
That looks creepy on your shoulder like that, Mom.
Do not do what I just did. Nobody walked through this. Beryl, you're so pretty. All right. Fred.
At this point in the process, the main goal is to keep everything cold while you are cleaning and doing the rest of what needs to be done. I like to wash it with a brand new brush, a brand new sponge, with some baking soda to help get rid of everything. There are people that go as far as washing it with soap, because in the end, you are going to wash this so often that it will be left with nothing but clean animal in the end. We had buckets of ice ready. We had bucket with bag ready. Everything will be harvest. Everything will be what's the word I'm looking for? Everything will be consumed. Nothing of this animal will go to waste. So once we begin cutting the stomach so that we can remove the organs and the intestines, I keep everything. All of the organs and everything is used. I empty the intestines, and the intestines are also kept so that I can use it. To me, the hardest part is this part where you are removing all of the organs and all of the insides without popping the things that you don't want to pop, such as the bladder and such as, everything else. Those are the things that, yes, you do get rid of. From there, we start to section off pieces we want. I keep some pieces with the skin, some pieces without. We are no professionals, so we just do it the way we can. We're still learning, and in the end, we get a good amount of meat out of one pig. Oh, look at those freakies. And the one trying to do the freakies is the one that was harvested. But at this point, he was still very small. But he grew up.